Welcome back to Project 94 for yet another diecast review here on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a really cool, highly anticipated diecast. This one right here is going to be Noah Gragson and his 2023 Wendy's The Beef. Number 42 Chevrolet Camaro Z01 for Legacy Motor Club. So another Legacy Motor Club diecast being released here in the normal series, for the Gold Series diecast. I really love this car. And of course, I have a lot of sentimental value with this car. One, because I am Wendy's #1 customer. And number two, the paint scheme just looks awesome. Love this car. Loved last year's Wendy's car. And to have it this year with the black and gold on there of Legacy Motor Club just blending in with the Wendy's. Usually, and when they initially announced these color themes, like the black and gold for Legacy Motor Club, as if he has a 360 view of the box, I was like, it's gonna blend in pretty badly with some of the schemes. Like, there's gonna be some, like, weird colored paint schemes, like I mentioned in that Sunseeker video. Like, if they had a sponsor with, like, let's say, like, green and red and like, pink or whatever, and then they had, like, black and gold mixed in there with it, it's probably not gonna look great. But the Wendy's colors work, well, just enough to give us a car that looks more than decent. If not, this is probably one of my favorite Legacy Motor Club paint schemes in the history of their team so far. Very, very cool with the number 42, Noah Gragson. Man, I love Wendy's as it is. I eat Wendy's almost every single day. So to have a diecast of it. You see, when you buy a diecast, it's cool when you have a connection to the sponsor and all that. And that's definitely it for me looking at this car. I really, really just have memories of the first time I had a baked potato from Wendy's, man, looking at this car. Although it has a giant, big beef hamburger on the hood. Hopefully we get a baked potato car. Can we get a baked potato car? That would be cool. We got a Baconator car. We got like a Biggie Bag car, like a new Biggie Bag car, which we eat Wendy's Biggie Bags pretty much on a daily basis in our family. So, pretty cool to have this diecast. And, of course, looking at it, that rear wheel does not look great, but it looks pretty jagged up. So, congratulations, Lino. You left me something else to fix. I'm having to fix a lot of these cars because they are not rolling so good. Let's see how this one is. Here it is out of the box, and yes, that rear wheel is pretty messed up. I might be able to fix it. I might just... There you go. See? Simple fix. So, what happens with these next-gen cars, as I adjust my seat here, what I don't like about the next-gen cars is that a lot of the times, the wheels, whenever they're in the package, they get jagged up like this. See how, like, it gets stuck? Like, it pops itself back out, see? Easy to fix that. It rolls... Actually, it rolls pretty good now that I fixed it, but, like, the fact that that happens is just, it's janky and it feels cheap. And for 11 bucks, they really need to fix these axles on these cars. It's almost as bad as the COT. I mean, if we're going that far back, I mean, all NASCAR diecasts, especially in the recent era, are not the best rollers. So it doesn't surprise me to see that the next-gen car... I mean, when these things first came out, the rolling wasn't too bad. But then it started... When they started rushing these cars out, it got really inconsistent with the roll quality. So you're really rolling the dice, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you'll get a car that rolls good. Sometimes you get a car that rolls fairly bad. And then you'll get one it rolls, but it's slow. So let's get this diecast review on it. Oh, I forgot how nice the front of this car looked. So you got number 42, Legacy Motor Club right there, Chevrolet, Camaro ZL1. Very, very cool looking front end with that burger on the hood. And because the burger has a white outline, it makes it pop. Very, very good looking hamburger on the hood right there. I could definitely go for that. The beef, it has the ZL1 printings right on the H and the E, so that's great. Of course, you have the Wendy's logo printed behind there. Of course, the hood vents are printed on top of the hamburger, which is just fantastic, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but at the same time, these hood vents, man, they're starting to really get intrusive with these designs. But, you know, I can't complain about it. That's how these cars actually look with the hood vents. But, yeah, that thing looks scrumptious on the hood, like a high definition. One thing you'll know about me is you don't want to show me any high-resolution pictures of food, because then I'm going to start getting crazy. Of course, got the beef right there. Of course, got Chevrolet, Gragson. Got Sunoco Rookie of the Year contender, and of course, the Sunoco logo. Then, of course, you have the white Goodyear, the NASCAR Cup Series 75th logo, which is the nicer, more 3D looking logo compared to the 2D looking logo on some of these cars. Of course, the dark gray rims with the white Goodyear logo on the wheel well. Of course, you have the number 42. And yes, the gold parts of this car are a legitimate metallic. Unlike the Kyle Busch 3 Chi car, where it was just like a flat fool's gold. This one actually has a gold metallic finish around anywhere that it has gold, so that 42 pops out because of that. This camera can focus. It's in and out all the time. NASCAR Cup Series, the 75th logo. Noah Gragson, NG. Of course, you have the Legacy Motor Club, tiny little logo. Yeah, Black Rifle. Is Black Rifle Coffee Company seriously on this Wendy's car, too? I know that's one of his sponsors, but man, it's kind of funny to see that there. You got another Wendy's logo, because we definitely need another Wendy's logo on a car that has Wendy's all over it. Is that Arrowhead? I could be wrong. That third or fourth logo, hard to read. Of course, got the Wendy's little girl. The Wendy's, which is was a real girl, by the way. That was like Dave's daughter. Don't ask me about history about logos, but, you know, that's what that is. The little girl with the helmet, which I like how they put the helmet because, you know, it's racing vibe. It's a race car. You gotta make it look racy. If they just put the girl without the helmet, it would look really kind of unintimidating. So to have the helmet on there, like an old school racing helmet, I mean, she's riding on the door, so you definitely want to have a helmet on, especially with all the tire rubs in this next-gen car. This guy's getting greedy for spots. Let's see. Safety Clean. Wow, this sponsor's under her, too. Wow. Mac Tools, you pretty much cannot even read it because there's no, like, outline to the Mac Tools logo. It's just straight up white, so good luck reading that. SEM and a red and... not a red. Yellow and blue logo that I cannot read because it's too small. Wendy's, pretty nicely put on the rear quarter panel right there. Most of the doors reserved for Wendy. Not Fries, fresh beef, can't lose. Not Fries, fresh beef, can't lose. Then on the quarter panel, we just got past the quarter panel. The back of this thing has Chevrolet. You got Legacy Motor Club. Wendy's has the beef. I thought Arby's had the meats. Arby's has the meats. Wendy's has the beef. Okay, that was a close one. Got number 42 right there. The blocky rookie stripes on this car. You got the Z01 Camaro, so this is a rookie car, so you're going to want to collect it for Noah Gragson. The giant Camaro logo on these things. The pop rivets on the spoiler. Team Wendy's on the deck lid right there. Pretty cool to see that. It gives me 90s vibes where you said like Team McDonald's or Team Valvoline or Team Chili's or whatever they had back in the days. They had Gragson, Wendy's, and the number 42. And now for the paint scheme itself, I am quite curious to see what color they spray painted this. Because sometimes you think it's one color and yet it's another. But this car, looking at the interior, inside of there, it's spray painted in red. And that's how you know what to look for. Like if you can't see the bottom of the car in the box, but you want to know what color they spray painted it, what the base coat was, look inside the interior. Like right there, you see how that's red? That's how you can tell the color that it was painted. So the number on the top, gold shadow, which is actually a metallic gold. It's not fake. And the white number fill-in with the iconic Petty Motorsports font, which they're not going to change that font. At least I don't think they're going to change it. Watch, they may change it tomorrow. Got the number 42 right there, the same 42 with the same colors that were on the roof. And it's got the black spoiler, the Bio logo. Then, of course, you got the side skirts of the underbody, black. And, of course, black on the splitter. But it's nice to see this detail. It actually has a sort of gold, very thin line going over the splitter. And, of course, it's spaced out for another white stripe, which also is a bit spaced out because you can still see the black on top. Really sharp. This looks sharp, like having the red and then having the Wendy's burger with the beef. And then, of course, you have that gold stripe being there, which makes it look sharp. Especially with the black backdrop. So that splitter. Nothing really going on with the hood other than the sponsors and the burger and all that. And now this is where the design starts to kick in. So, on the side you have a skewed square, of course, which has white outlines on each side. But of course you can still see some of the black over the white right there, which is accurate. And of course you have the black right behind the number 42. Then you have that gold stripe. So it seems like all these Legacy Motorsport Club, I'm going to leave it like that, have these cars with the gold stripes really thin. a gold stripe that wraps around the entire lower portion of the scheme, which it goes with their team identifier stuff, so you can't go wrong with that on this car. I mean, having Wendy's colors with gold and black, I don't think you can go wrong with that. It really hasn't gone wrong so far in this diecast review. And man, look at that, look at the build quality. Like, see, I'm pushing down on this axle, just, like, playing with it, and it literally shakes the entire interior. Like, dude, the build quality of these cars, man. Yeah, that's what you're paying $11 for. But back to the car. Of course, you got that skewed square, 2 thin white stripes as the outline, a checkered flag pattern behind Wendy right there, which kind of passes through the wheel well and a bit of the quarter panel, with the gold stripe cutting it off. And right by the checkered flag, which is actually has a wavy look to it, has the light blue Wendy's color. So whenever Wendy's uses blue, they always go for that like light bluish color. And that's going to pretty much wrap around the whole back of this car, and on the deck lid, and onto the hips. And I love how you can see some of the Wendy's letters on top of the hips, with the blue background looking at it from the top, which is really, really awesome to see. And of course, the side pillars of the windows are all black. Pretty much black all the way around, and of course the black roof rails on it, and the back's just the all blue with the gold stripe. So let's get some close-ups of this car, because I feel like this is a car that deserves to have the close-ups, especially for the type of paint scheme that it is. So let's try some close-ups, shall we? There we go. And this is gonna count as your 360 view, by the way, as the video is coming to a close. But man, just a sharp looking car. I love this Wendy's car. This is definitely one of my top favorite diecasts in the collection. So excited to see that Wendy's is getting diecasts made, because like I said, I'm a huge customer of that company, so you guys know how it is. Very, very cool to have this diecast. Here's the back. And the Wendy's has the beef, kind of has like a brown, bronze, gold color to that as well, with the white letter filling. That little scan thing in the back has that, like, weird color. That goldish, dark gold color. Of course, here's the deck lid. Here's the roof of the car, which is all red. The red that carried on from the base coat. Here's the right side, giving you guys another close look at that. Man, this is a nice car. I love this thing. And here's the underbody, 2023 Camaro used under license. So yeah, guys, that is going to count as your Noah Gragson 2023 Wendy's The Beef Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for Legacy Motor Club. Very, very cool diecast. Definitely a highly recommended car, especially if you like the food sponsors. Very, very cool car. Definitely recommend it. And it's one of my favorite Noah Gragson diecasts in my collection. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next diecast review. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts.